So I think you have seen these numbers, this type of numbers, on particularly when you are dealing with money. Money. Have you seen the biscuit packet? You can the price of the biscuit packet is like this. What is meant by about this number? Yes, 22.50. That means this point divides the number rupees into pies. This is separate rupees and pies. Here the value of point. Okay, let us discuss about the point later. But this numbers are called, the point is called decimal point. So what is decimal and what are the decimal fractions? Where do we use this decimal point? And all these things we have to learn in this chapter. Okay. So what is the difference between, what are the fractions? What is a fraction and what is a decimal fraction? What is decimal fraction? Can you tell me what is a fraction? Yes. A part of a whole thing is called a fraction. A part of a part of whole thing. That is called a fraction. So fractions may be in different kinds. Right? Denominator and numerators are something else. So that is 1/5, 2/3, and 4/6. These are all fractions. Right? There are different kinds, and there are classification of fractions also we have learned. And what about the decimal fractions? And what is the meaning of deci? Deci means 1/10. 1/10 part of whole. That is called deci. That means nothing. See, if this one is divided into 5 parts, first 10 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 parts, you know. If I divide it into 10 parts now, look at here. This is 1/10, 1/10, 1/10. Each part represents 1/10. Right? Each part represents 1/10. If I divide this into 100 parts, how each part represents? 1/100. If I divide it into 100 parts, each part is 1/100. Very good. If I divided this into 1000 parts, 1/1000 part. Each part is 1/1000th. So here the deci means 1/10 part of a whole. Deci, that is 1/10 part. So what about this 100? Now you just heard one word, you know. Deci. Deci. What is this meaning? 1/10 part. 1/10 part of a whole is called deci. The word meaning is deci. Next, what about 1/100th?
100 part of deci. 100 part of deci.
100th part.
100.
That is called centi. Right? What about 1000th part? Milli. Sir, what is the use of learning all these things? I will show you then what is the use. Okay. This is about the parts. 1/10 of a whole is deci. Right? Next, 1/10 of the 10th part of 1. Next, 100th is the 10th part of 1/10. 1000th is the 10th part of 100th. That okay? Let it be. So deci means 1/10 part of a whole. And centi, when the box is divided into 100 parts, in that one part is called a centi. When the whole thing is divided into 1000 parts, so we need to know about that. In order to know about the places, deci is 1/10 part, centi is 1/100th part, and milli is 1,000th part. So this is all about the places. So why do we learn all these things? First, we are talking about the fractions. What are the fractions? About the whole thing, different kinds of fractions. But what about the decimal fraction? See, one part is said 1/10, right? But the two parts together represents two parts. Two parts చెప్పాలి ఇప్పుడు ఎట్లా చెప్తాం దీన్ని? If I shaded two parts here, 2/10. If I shade three parts, 3 parts out of 10 parts, that can be represented by 3/10. Brother, so come to the point here. So it is out of 100 parts. One part is a 1/100. No doubt. If I want to represent two parts, 2 hundreds. If I want to represent three parts, 3/100 the part. Like that. Out of 1000 parts, if I want to take two parts from them, how it will be represented? 2000 per part. My God. The fractions are different. These fractions are different. They are not same. The fractions just it is a part of whole thing, but the decimal here the fractions are 1/10, 2/100, 3/1000, 4/10,000, and so on. These all fractions are called decimal fractions. Now you got it?
Yes, sir.
Fractions with fractions in which the denominators are
10, 100,000, 10,000, lakhs, 10 lakhs. So,
etc. are known as decimal fractions. Yeah, sure, Nana. Why? The fractions in which, come on, please write now. The right now, after this, the decimal fractions, let us discuss about our place value system, how the places has come, right side of the ones place, left, right side of the ones place, what are the places and everything we have to learn now, right? Okay. This is our place value system. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens. When we move from one's place, right side to left side, yes, the value is increased by 10. Okay, clear? When we are moving from right to the left, see, how many ones makes 110?
10 ones makes.
Yes, 10 ones makes 110. 10 ones makes 110. And what about ones when we compare with the tens? Ones is 1/10 part of 10.
Yes, sir.
No?
1/10 part of 10.
No.
Yes, sir.
If the 10 parts. What about one in the when we compare with the 10? 1/10 part of 1. 1/10 part of 10. 1/10 part of 10 is 1. Right? Next. 1/10 part of 100 is 10. When we move for this side, okay, first of all, let us discuss about now to move from right to left. When we are moving from right to left, so 10 ones makes 110, 10 tens makes 100, 10 hundreds makes 1000, 10,000. 10,000 makes 10,000. So it is increased by 10 times. Now let's move from left to right. Yes, it is decreased by 10 times. How it will be? I will show you. When 10,000 is divided into 10 parts, the one part is 1,000. Right? Am I right or not? When 1,000 is
Yes, sir.
divided into 10 parts, one part is 1,000. That means 1/10 part of 10,000 is equals to 1,000. What is 1,000? That is 1/10 part of 10,000. No. 1/10 part of 10,000. Right? Right. And we go for this. What about 100? That is 1/10 part of 1,000.
1/10 part of 100.
And what about 10?
1/10 part of 100.
It's divided into 10 parts. From that, one part is 1/10. Right. When 10 rupees is divided into 10 rupees, 10 coins. That one part is 1 rupee.
1 rupee.
You know that up to here. Then what about after one's place? To the right of one's place. Okay, you know, from right onwards, if you move to the left, you know the places, they're increased by 10 times. But we move from left to right, each place is decreased by 10 times. That means 1/10 of.
1/10, 2/10, 3.
Okay, then what about the next place?
100. 1/10, 100, 1,000.
Divided. This is 1. That is divided into 10 parts. Yeah. It is 1. It is divided into 10 parts. Each one part is 1/10. 1? Right? Yeah. 1/10 is divided again. Small part. 1/10 is again divided 10 parts again. How much?
100.
Otherwise, we just take this. If the same thing is divided into 100 parts, each part is next one 100th part. Next, if it is divided 1,000 place, 1,000. See, when we move from right to left, each place is increased by 10 times. When we move from left to right, each place is decreased by 10 times. In order to write the places, after one's place, the first place is 1/10. 1/10 is why that 1/10 has come. When 1 is divided into 10 parts, from that one part is 1/10. Yes. How did you say that? When 10, what is about one's place? That is 1/10 part of 10. But what about here place is 1/10 part of 1. Right? 1/10 part of 1 is 1/10. What about the next place? 1/10 part of 1/10. 1/10 part of 1/10. 1/10 part of 1/10 means 1/100. Next place is 1/10 part of 100. That is 1,000. So in the 1/10 is called deci. Right? 100 is centi. What is 1,000? Our place value chart. So, this is always this part. 1/10 is part. The part is always less than whole number. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
From one's place to the left, all the places are whole number part. But from here onwards, this is fractional part. That is called decimal part. So to separate, usually to separate a whole number and the decimal part, we need to use one interval. That interval
Point.
Point. This point is called Decimal.
point.
Nice. Decimal point. The decimal point gives an idea of whole numbers and a decimal number. Yes, the decimal part should not read together. For example, I will tell you 3.45 and chadivaru. That is wrong. Blunder. No question about that.
3.45.
And 5. 4, 5. 3 point. 13 point. You can read this. Why? Because this is whole number part. This is whole number part from decimal part. To the right or left of the decimal part, that is whole number part. To the right of the decimal point is called decimal part. Decimal part. So the decimal part value is always less than 1. Okay, how to read this number? 13.45.
3.45.
0.45. Don't read together the places. 4 tenths and 5 hundredths. 4 tenths. 4 tenths. Decimal place, immediate place is tenths place. Next hundredths place. Then after thousandths place. Now, if I ask you to write 4 tenths. 4 tenths. 4 tenths can be written 4 by 10. How to write in the decimal number? 4 tenths and eక్కడ రాస్తాను ఇక్కడే కదా 0.4 that is 0.4 whole number లేదు కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ 0 పెట్టుకుందాం 0.4 next 5 tenths 0.5 this is tenths the place immediate right of decimal point. Immediate right of decimal point is tenths place. Immediate right of tenths place is hundredths place. Immediate right of hundredths place is thousandths place. Right? Ana kada? Emma? So ivi manu nerchukovalsinatuvanti points. So hundreds annaru. Hundreds annappudu 400. How to write in the decimal number?
0.04. 0.04.
Like that. Okay. This is all about our place value, decimal place value chart, and how to read the decimal numbers and how to write the decimal for the decimal fractions. Have you got the difference between the decimal fraction and the decimal number?
Yes, sir.
Decimal fraction and decimal number. Right?